We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from R2G Stadium in Houston. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Play action. Stroud now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now, this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Got a man. It's Collins complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Well, every lineman knows the rule. You only get a 1-yard buffer beyond that line of scrimmage, and then the flag is thrown, and he got tagged for it there. Third and 9 here. Stroud working out of the gun. That is incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. At their own 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. From the gun, it's Hooker. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the... It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Hey, look at the defense for these Texans.
It's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in the game.
And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Here's Stroud. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll go right back to Pierce.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
Stroud to throw it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man. Now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And all the way inside the 13 before they drop it. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. It's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it, looking at 4th and less than a yard.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 4 that time, and the Texans are going to have a first and goal. Stroud sets up the play action. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Brevin Jordan, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw, Hooker. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. Pushes past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, habits, they can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say,
Play action.
yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. Here's Jack Fox on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up? Now go to try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Hooker.
He finds his man complete. That's Webster. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing. Hooker.
That'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
First catch here by St. Brown. Good for a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Gibbs.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he goes out right around the 39. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Pierce takes it straight ahead.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Stroud off the play fake.
It's caught inside the 25. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Pierce now up the middle.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
They continue to run the football this strong right up the middle. I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
19 Lions.
Throwing now is Stroud.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Stroud looking to throw.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A huge win defensively there on the sack, setting him back 12 yards. And now 3rd and goal. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Let's get out of here with a win,
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. 1 play, already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the 2nd half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
He's got room to roam.
And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
They'll run here with Pierce.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans.
John Mechie.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Texans take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
Peoples-Jones going to elect not to run this out, and they'll begin at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 2nd time in this game, Charles. The ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hooker. Flush to his right.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And these drives are almost over before it began. Thanks to a great defensive effort. Sacked on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Pierce gets this one running right.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there to defend. And he's caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Hooker.
That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And the Lions first down.
Open man right side is St. Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now Hooker going to change things up a bit. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up.
So the second time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and, of course, he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down. And
the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick.
And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Hooker on 1st down.
Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
Now Hooker.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. Well, we've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
48 yards.
And the Lions have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Running it out of the gun with Pierce.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, That's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Now Stroud.
Throw, but incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
Catch made at the 17-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
From the 20, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Hooker.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Steps away. He finds his man, complete. That's Bass. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms. I mean, you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help. I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 94 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 48-yard line.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
The give, right side for Gibbs.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down.
And here, you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
2nd and 10. On the give, here's Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their 1st. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
He's still on his feet.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And they take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leads him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Hooker. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22.
Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick.
He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
This is 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Now Stroud.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
3rd down, and they're going to try the jet sweep.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Well, they tried to catch him by surprise, I think, there with that little pop pass on 3rd down, but no luck.
You're right about no luck, but I did like the idea. I like the thought process. Make an unconventional call on 3rd down sometimes. It can pop big. In this case, it didn't.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the Texans' 16-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for Detroit, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Houston, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Houston, good night, everybody.